Hello everyone, this is Navinya Kaushik and I am making this video today to give you guys a detailed overview of class 12 humanities projects. So before we start, I would like to say that this video is going to be a little long, but still I would want you guys to watch it till the end because whatever I'm going to say today is really very important for you guys to know even before you start making the projects. Now the first thing that I want you to know is that the fear of projects or of making the projects is very overhyped. I'm saying this because even if you ask your seniors, you will know that maximum of the marks are allotted from the Viva and not from the projects. Making the projects nicely is important because the externals are going to ask you questions on the basis of the project that you make, but the external is not going to just look at your project and going and give you the marks, right? So what I'm trying to say is that making projects is really very important, but spending the entire year in the completion of projects or for all subjects, it's not worth your efforts. Ultimately that you need to focus is on your viva, and for that you should know what you are writing in your project, right? And now, one important thing you should know that the subjects, the pattern of the viva is going to differ from subject to subject and from teacher to teacher. Why I'm saying this is that for history, in my case, what happened, we had to pick a topic from the our textbook. Okay, so my topic was Indus Valley Civilization, and that is the first chapter of our history book. Okay, so what happened, I uh, added several points, like I added several topics, also some additional topics that were not given in the book, like how Pakistan preserves Indus Valley civilization and all. These things also I mentioned. These were additional, but still I mentioned. But what happened, the teacher, it means the external of history, what happened, she saw my topic and she directly started asking from textbook. Okay, she she just closed the project, she didn't see anymore, and what she did, she started asking everything from our chapter. And there was a topic about the burial grounds. Okay, and I didn't prepare that very nicely because I didn't write it in my project. And even if I did, I mentioned it in a small box because that was not a very important highlight in my project, so I didn't prepare it that much. And, and even though I knew that topic, I couldn't use the exact bookish language, and the teacher wanted the bookish language, and that's what you need to be careful about. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is that you are going to meet several type of teachers in your viva. Okay, some of them may ask you to say everything that is there in the book. They may not accept anything outside the book, and you will have to understand what the teacher wants in the first question itself. And second thing is that some teachers are there who will let you speak whatever you know. For example, in case of political science, economics, sociology, etc., in those subjects the externals, they were very free, they were very friendly, and they asked us to say whatever we know about the topic. Okay, for example, even in political science my topic was partition. It even partition was there in as a part of our textbook chapter. Okay, so about that, even there I added some extra points, extra additional topics I added in my project. And from there the teacher asked me, oh, this is one additional point, you please explain what you know about this point. Okay, so I explained whatever I wrote in the project or whatever I know about it as a summary. So that is what you will be mostly asked. Okay, first of all, you should know what your project is about, why you chose that topic. Okay, very important question, almost all teacher will ask you one question, that is why you have chosen this topic. It is very important question. Okay, secondly, about all the headings that you have written in your project. suppose no, I'm not talking about things like introduction, overview and all, but suppose if partition, under partition, if women's struggle is one topic, then you should know what things you have written there, what points you have mentioned there. As a one summary, one short summary, you should know. And you don't have to memorize line by line. You just have to say in few lines that whatever you have written there. Okay, so these are some things that you should know before making a project. Let's summarize this. First, write your project neatly. Keep your project very neat. Do not do over decoration. Even if you do, it's fine, but please make sure that your time, too much time, is not consumed in the name of projects, because most of the teachers, they do not, they will not go line by line. Okay, they will not even see all the pages. All they will see is the headings. And some teachers are there, they will not even open your projects, they will just see the heading or maybe the index page, and they will start asking the questions from there. And second thing, what you need to focus here is about the quantity over quality. Yes, this is one exception here, because in the projects, most of the teachers will ask you to increase the number of pages, and it is very important in case of school projects, because I know it sounds funny, but it is true that teachers will want quantity. Your quantity should be big. For example, my sociology project was around 80 pages. Okay, so I'm guessing I hope that you are guessing it. And second thing, my political science project was of 50 pages. So that's what, try to keep your pages above 50. Okay, and then about for my history project, the number of pages was 30, I guess. Yeah, history. For history, the teacher, herself asked me, asked the students to make, to keep the pages, to keep the number of pages low. That is that is the minimum number of pages should be 30. But for other subjects, the minimum number of pages were 50. Okay, so make sure to to increase the number of pages that you are making. And because of this thing, keep the pages simple, and do not put so much efforts in the name of decoration, because ultimately your time will go away. That's the point. Secondly, one trick I'm going to teach you all, that is, for the first page you draw the border, and for the remaining pages you can just scan it, right? You can scan 50 pages. Ultimately it will save your effort, and it will give you more time to study for your studies and for the other entrance exams if you are preparing for any. Okay, so this is very important point. And next, and the third or the fourth, whatever, the next point is that if you are choosing a topic from your textbook, then be sure that your chapter is clear to you and that you understand each and every topic. And if you are choosing a topic which is not there in the book, then please be sure that you know what you are writing in each and every pages. Okay, because some teacher may be there who actually go through your project very nicely, and they may ask you anything that you have written in the text in your project, right? So you cannot take that risk also. Now we will be moving forward to the format part, and for that, do remember that you will have to make a cover page for each and every chapter in your project. Yes, the projects are divided in chapters. You will have to write chapter 1 introduction, chapter 2 overview, chapter 3 so and so and so and so. Okay, and for each and every chapter you will have to make separate cover pages. Like chapter 1 introduction, that chapter 1 introduction has to be in a separate cover page, and then you will have to write 1.1 subheading, 1.2 subheading. This is how it works. Now I'm going to show you the format. Don't be afraid, it's very easy if you know. You just have to keep patience the entire time, and you just have to listen and watch carefully. Okay, so now we are in the format part. Okay, now for the format, I will be showing you with the examples of my own project. We will be starting with the sociology project. But before that, I would like to say that there are two cover pages. okay, for each and every subject. First is the formal cover page, that the one that you can see in the screen, and after that there is one more cover page, but here it is missing in this PDF. It is missing because by mistakenly I uh, put two copies of the first cover page itself, and the second cover page is missing, and directly the certificate came. So you make sure that the second cover page is different, okay. It's simple. The second cover page is nothing, you just have to write the name of your topic, okay. Do your own decorations there and write the name of your topic in bold letters. That's it. Nothing more is there in the second cover page, okay. Now, before I explain you the format, first thing I would want you to say that in sociology, in my case, there was a questionnaire method, okay, because we had to do research. Because in my topic negative impacts of patriarchy on men, I had to make one questionnaire, and then I had to send it to different people and collect the reports from there and all. This is a long process, okay. But what happened, I already made the questionnaire and I completed the entire project in summer vacation itself. But what happened after the summer break, when I went to school and I showed the project to the teacher, she said that the questionnaire is not up to the mark, like she didn't like that questionnaire, so it had to be changed. Okay, so the thing is that what I want to say, you please show your questionnaire to your teacher before before you start working on it, okay. You make your questionnaire and show the first copy to your teacher, and only after you get the validation from your teacher, only then please proceed forward, because otherwise you will have to redo the entire thing once again, just imagine I completed the entire project, and when later she said that the questionnaire had to be remade, what frustration I went through, because again the 50% of project had to be redone, right? And in class 12 it's not a easy thing to complete 50-60 pages project once again, but that too something which you all have already done before, right? And not only about the questionnaire, also the topic of the project, make sure that your teacher accepts that topic, and for that you please ask your teacher that if this topic works, okay. Only if she agrees, only if she allows, then you move forward, okay. So what I would suggest is that for each and every subject, whatever subjects you have to make projects, make a list of 5 topics for each subject. Show the list to your teacher. Ask the teacher to select one, or even if you have one first preference, ask them if you can make the project on that topic. If she says no, ask her to choose one, okay. This is the safest option, I'm telling you, because you don't want to regret it later. Okay, now let's move to the format part. So first you write on bold letters sociology project, then on negative impacts of patriarchy on men, that is the heading of your topic, okay. Like that is the name of your topic, okay. Then after that you will have to write, you will have to paste the picture that is related to your project, and then submitted in partial fulfillment of the requirement of the practical examination for the class 12 sociology, okay. This is one line which you will have to write. Then by your name, class, section, stream, roll number, you leave space because here you will have to write your board roll number. Then batch under the supervision of, write the name of your subject teacher, then faculty guide, department of sociology, then your school logo, and then the name of your school, okay. After that one second cover page will come, and after that you will have to write the registration number. This is your certificate page, okay. The second page is certificate page. You will have to write the registration number, then the name of your school, then leave space, certificate, leave space, department of sociology, okay, leave space, and then copy this passage, and then leave space, and then below you write, you leave space for signature for principal, external examiner, and internal examiner, okay. Now here I would want to say that the format may differ from school to school, so you will have to know what your school wants. So make sure that your school gives a specific format and you follow the format of that particular school which you are studying in. And by chance, if your school is not giving any format, specific format, only then you follow this format, okay? And after that, what you can do is write the acknowledgement, okay? Then the preface, okay? These things you will have to write by your own. Then the index, this is how I wrote my index, but this index is different in my economics project. Okay, for economics project, I suppose I've written here introduction, chapter 1 introduction, then I will have to write below this, I will have to write 1.1 overview, 1.1, 1.2 something else, 1.3 purpose of the study, something like that. Okay, these things are there for each and every subject. It varies according to what the subject teacher wants. So that is why you follow the format of your subject, what the subject teacher gives you. Okay, now see the index carefully. Now sociology project is completely a research based project in our case. So first topic is introduction, second statement of purpose, third is research questions, review of literature, research methodology, data analysis, conclusion, photo gallery, bibliography. I hope, I am guessing you are not understanding anything. Let me show you nicely. See, this is what you will have to write. Chapter 1 introduction, right? 1.1 what is patriarchy? Okay? These things, and if you are wondering where did I get all these topics, you will have to create your own topics. You can get easily in AI, right? You just need to ask AI, or I use ChatGPT for example. Do not ask ChatGPT to make the entire project. Just ask them, I am thinking of making a project on this topic. Please suggest me good points that I have to write here, because it's going to be a very long project. So what subtopics will I have to add under the introduction part? Okay. And in sociology project, the entire content that I had to write on this topic, that is covered in the introduction part itself. That is, I explained the entire topic, the entire title or the entire topic in that, in under the introduction part itself. Okay, so whatever you are seeing here covers the entire content part. Okay, because chapter 2 is different, it's statement of purpose. So what we wrote here is something different. Okay, so 1.1 what is patriarchy, one page done. 1.2 one page. And see, there is no complex designs, no complex decorations, just simple border. Write the heading nicely, leave proper spaces, if possible use pastel highlighters that match the color of the border. It will give a proper look. Okay, this is how I made my project, and also gives page numbers. Okay, you can see. Let me move forward. Statement of purpose. See, chapter 2 is statement of purpose. Two topics under this, one is the objective of study, second is social significance. Okay, under the objective of study I wrote in points, like why did I choose this why did I chose this topic, right? Like, what did I understood from this topic, or why did I choose this topic, why did I choose to study on this topic? This is what I have to explain here. Okay, first, say, to understand the concept of patriarchy and how it shapes societal expectations of men. Okay, similarly such 6 points I have given. Then second is social significance. See, two things, yes. Second is of the social significance of my topic, what social significance have I got from my particular topic. Okay, next is the research questions. You will have to be very careful while, you know, choosing your research question. These two are the research questions which I chose. How do traditional gender role and patriarchal expectations impact the emotional and mental well-being of men in the society? Okay, first you write the question and then explain why you chose this question or what this question is actually asking. Then same thing, two questions. Even you try to choose two questions. First, in what ways does male societal sorry, second question is that in what ways does male societal socialization under patriarchy contribute to gender based violence and the normalization of harmful masculine behavior. Okay, interesting questions. So that's it. Also, please try to choose good questions, right? Because now you see, when I told when I told the external about my topic, when I showed them my research questions, she automatically felt like, oh, this topic is interesting and it has something to talk about, right? So that is what. Now let's move to review of literature. Here you try to select four books. Yeah, I selected around four books. It's not necessary that you will have to select books, you can also select articles. See, one, I have selected one article from one newspaper and add three other books. Okay, select a book and write about it, like why, yeah, why this book is related to your topic, like what that particular book talks about which is related to your topic. So this is what you will have to write. The same thing, second name, first the name of the resource that I'm taking, then after that you below you explain why it is related to your book or why is what is it is exactly explaining. Okay, similarly for such resources, for such literary stuff you take. Okay, after that comes the research methodology. Here, see the, please pay attention to this part. Meaning, sources of data, research site, sample selection, methods of data collection, steps and procedures of the study. Okay, then you see, uh, we will move to the next part, that is meaning of research methodology. Explain what is research methodology. Okay, then sources of data, write what is primary data, what is secondary data. These are very simple things. Then about the research site, for example, I did the research in Guwahati, so I wrote Guwahati, Assam. You can write your own city, district, whatever, your state. Then write about the sample collections. uh, I asked a total 30 respondents. Your teacher may ask you to collect 40 to go to 40 respondents, right? She may also ask to go to 20 respondents. Okay, so it depends. For us it was 30. Then next comes methods of data collection. The method which we used is questionnaire method. Okay, so I explained the questionnaire method very nicely. Then you also write advantages and disadvantages, both are equally important. Next is survey method. So so one question was asked by our teacher, that is how do you do, like, since you have used questionnaire method, how have you why have you mentioned the survey method here? So we will have to write that, we will have to say that we have used the survey method by using questionnaires, right? Because it was a survey after all. Because if we are going door to door giving them questionnaires, so we use the survey method itself, right? And under that we use questionnaire, so that thing you will have to think critically. Okay, next is steps and procedures of the study. The topic was selected after carefully. Okay, you will have to write exactly what steps you followed to make the project. I know this is a very lengthy process, how you have to write each and every step, but you will have to write if you want to get marks. So that is why I'm saying, because after all it is a plus point if you have more things to write, because your number of pages will increase. Okay, so see, I reached page number 31. So you write this carefully, as you can see. Next, moving to chapter 6, that is data analysis. This is the most important chapter. Here comes the presentation of evidence part and analysis of evidence. Now, in presentation of evidence, I gave some newspaper cuttings. Okay. Then comes the analysis of evidence part. Here you will have to show the graphs, the main graphs. Okay. I'm showing this to you. You can already understand by looking at the page itself how it is to be done. Oh, also about this questions, the questions that you are seeing, it's from the questionnaire. Okay. Now, if your questionnaire contains 20 questions, from that you pick 10 questions from the questionnaire itself, whichever question you think is very important, and then you make the graph on the basis of that. Okay. You can already understand by looking at the picture itself. And then we will move to the to the second last chapter, that is the chapter 7, conclusion. Here you will have to write summary, limitations of the study, and suggestions. See, so summary I've written, then limitations of the study I've written point wise, and then suggestion part. That's it. Next comes the photo gallery. Give good photos and also explain what this photo is like talking about. Okay, if possible mention the source as well, because in economics project I mentioned the source. Then that's it. 3 to 4 pages you give of the photo, like for the photo gallery. Then the bibliography. Okay, and last give the respondents list, then the questionnaire. This is my questionnaire. You can have a look at my questionnaire. Hey, you can. But I would also want to say one thing, that if do not pause the video and try to copy everything what I have written for my project, because after all, try to choose different topics, try to explore new topics. Okay, try to make your project very unique, something which is your own creation, not copy pasted. Okay, you can use AI for your help, because after all we cannot do everything from our own in such a limited time, because we are class 12 students, right? And projects are not worth that hype, not worth that effort. But make sure that you can proudly say that this project is your own creation. It's something which you chose to pick, something which you chose to research on, right? So that is why you can take help from the from the format that I showed, from the example that I showed, but do not try to copy paste everything that I showed you here. Okay, now we are moving to another example, that is of the political sides. Now the format here is going to be a little different, because we do not have to do any research in this topic. Like, I am not saying that we don't have to do any research, but we don't have to do any survey in this topic, right? It was about my topic was about partition and communal violence in India. Okay, as you see, the first cover page is same as that of sociology. Then comes the second cover page. As you can see, we have to write the name of the topic. Okay, and show our decoration here. Then comes the certificate, same as that of sociology. Then comes acknowledgement. See, I put so much efforts in this project. Now regret, I wish I would have prepared for other entrance exams back then. Then comes, you know, preface. Then comes index. Then, oh yeah, index. See, I wrote about introduction. Then comes political background of partition. Chapter 3, communal. So see, it is different here. Since you do not have to do any survey in this project, you can write the chapters according to your own. So here, for the first chapter is of course introduction for each and every project, but from the second chapter onwards, everything is up to you, whatever you write. Okay, and then add one chapter. For example, my chapter 10 is case study, Punjab riots, and for you can choose another case study, right? But make sure to add one case study. Then also add one conclusion is much. Also one lookbook. Okay, what is a lookbook? It's something about related to pictures. Okay, let me show you the lookbook. Conclusion I gave. Then after that comes the lookbook. Yes, this is what we call a lookbook. First I gave some the pictures of some books that are related on partition, that are related to partition, and next I have also given mentioned some movies that are related to partition. Okay, then comes map work. Do not forget to add map work for subjects like political science and history, even geography if you have to make any projects. I do not know much about geography because I did not have that subject. Then comes photo gallery. Now see, if you find that your page number are low, like suppose if you have reached page 45 and all, like only 5 pages are left to make it 50, then increase the number of photo gallery, because there is no limit there. Also paste newspaper clippings here. Also you can paste all the newspaper clippings in one page, one particular box, but you can also increase the number of pages by increasing the number of newspaper clippings. Then add one bibliography, write it very neatly. That's it. That's it. It's very simple. Same thing for history also. It's same like political science. I do not have the PDF of history and economics, but I can show you, like I can tell you that economics project was also in class 12. Economics project is also same like other subjects, like so political science and history. You have to write everything on your own. The first topic is same introduction for all the subjects, like subjects. Only for sociology you have to use the survey method, and because of that the format was kind of fixed for everyone. But for other subjects, the other chapters except for chapter 1, you can change it. Okay, that's it. And under introduction, write 10 to 15 pages. Okay, because here you don't have any limit, right? Because you will have to increase the number of pages here also. So that's it. I hope you like my video, and I hope this video was very helpful to you guys. And also at the end I would like to say that please do not copy paste my project. I showed you my project with a lot of trust. Take help from here. See the format, do not make any mistakes, and pay attention to all the things that I said. But please do not just copy paste whatever I say showed you here. Instead use your own creation. Make the project, because these things, though they are annoying sometimes, but at the same time it is something your own creation, right? It is your first project maybe, that contains 20 marks from here, right? And it is important for your boards. Keep it simple, keep it, you know, give your time, but not so much time that you avoid your studies, or avoid preparation of your entrance exams. Just keep it minimalistic, but pay importance to it or equally. Okay, that's it. Bye bye.